Hi Verse, it's your girl KZ here today to give you guys another video. So today Verse, the same day that I did my Verse news for the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard Day 16 video, I am also going to be now reacting to She-Hulk, Attorney of Law. And this was unexpected, you know, because immediately I was telling myself, alright, I'm gonna now chill. I did my best to, you know, give my reaction, and I did my video. I spent a little bit of time on it, and now I'm just gonna get ready for tomorrow, see how that trial is gonna go. And then I saw the Disney Plus went ahead and uploaded a new trailer for She-Hulk. Yeah, so I don't really know how to feel about that. I'm a little surprised also because I'm just like, yep, we're getting a lot more. We're just getting a lot more. And I don't really know how to feel about this personally. If I'm being completely honest, Marvel's Phase 4 has not been very good. I know some people could agree with me on that, but it is a fact. Some of their movies and even their shows haven't been that great. There has been a lot of hit and misses for Phase 4. I think it's starting to show that it's getting tired. It really is. I know a lot of people that definitely went out of Marvel once Endgame finished. I know some people are still sticking around for a few superheroes, of course, but they're bringing in so many, like so many. I'm to the part where I'm just like, okay, Kevin, how far are we gonna go with this? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna bring in every single superhero? Because we're getting a lot of actors coming and going. Eventually, all these actors are gonna get pretty tired of doing all this. But that just could be me, kinda. I know I'm not the only one that thinks this. But look, just moving on. She-Hulk has now been released. I'm a bit interested. A bit. And I say that just because of the fact that it's about Law and Order. I don't know much about She-Hulk, but from the title, in a way, what I think it is, and who knows, I could have a change of heart, because Marvel seriously does need to change the way how they're doing their movies, because it's definitely getting stale. Definitely the same way when it goes to their TV shows. It's still the same subject, but you gotta change it up a bit. After being on screen for about 10 to 15 years, it's gonna get tiring. It's just the same formula over and over, and now people are getting bored. That's why, in my personal opinion, I honestly feel like Marvel should, you know what? I'm gonna save it for after. I'll save it for after because I just want to get straight to the reaction, because who knows? Maybe I'm wrong and this trailer will be good. Who knows? It's She-Hulk. With that said, lovers, let's get to it. Alright Verse, so She-Hulk. Let's see how they're doing with this. This is gonna be another female superhero, by the way, that's being introduced. So let's see how that goes. Alright Verse, let's see what Disney's bringing to the table.
Being a superhero is a trial by fire. Who's gonna protect the world if not people like you?
A lot of green makeup.
I'm a lawyer. I have great friends. Can we get some shots, please? It's an emergency. Demanding job.
We just started a superhuman law division, and I want you to be the face of it.
And a frustrating family.
Because you didn't ask for this,
Of course.
but you still got to deal with it. Your transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing. Oh.
That was, what'd she say? That was so woke.
Yes. No.
I just want to be a normal, anonymous lawyer.
Can you tell us where She-Hulk is?
Jen, you're a story now. Girl.
CGI doesn't look good. It reminds me of Hulk 2003.
You could be an Avenger. Oh, I'm not a superhero. That is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans for some reason.
Of course you're gonna have Abomination.
Is there anything more depressing than dating in your 30s?
Yeah, this is the best date I've had in a while.
Oh.
Should we split some fries?
Let's get those to go.
Oh my god. I'm actually laughing. That was terrible. Whoa, that was bad, Verse. I'm not trying to exaggerate. That was terrible. Marvel really made this. They actually made this. Is anyone really being happy about to see a trailer like this? Because this was terrible. Alright, let me talk about the trailer. So, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. I do not like this trailer. It is terrible. Her CGI right now does not look very good. I meant what I just said. Her CGI, the way how she looks, reminds me of the way how they did Hulk in 2003. Remember that movie? Do you guys remember that movie? 2003 Hulk? That was not good at CGI back then. That's when they were just first starting. And then not even that, here, She-Hulk just looks really annoying, this version. She doesn't look like anything from the little bit of what I read about the original She-Hulk in the comics, you know what I mean? This just seems kind of dumb. For me, when it comes down to Marvel, one of the things that I know I complain a lot, and I still stick by this till this day, is that Marvel brought in this new thing where there was a lot of comedy when it came down to their movies, and it worked. It was great. I know I laughed a few times when it came down to phase 1 and 2, but once it got towards the end of 3, it started to get a little bit tiring. You're just like, yeah, now you got your, you know, your generic Marvel humor and everything. This just topped the cake. This was terrible, man. I mean, after being on like in theaters for 10 to 15 years now, you would think that you would try to maybe do something a little more serious. I like the fact that they're showing superheroes not necessarily being heroes, just living their life. I'm actually fine with a concept like that because I want to see how heroes live their lives like that. And seeing someone who's going to be green all the time like She-Hulk and trying to just be basically a lawyer, an attorney or something like that, I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. But here, it's not really necessarily focusing on that from what they're showing here. I don't know, it just seems a little cartoony. It really does. It doesn't feel mature. It doesn't feel like it's supposed to, like you're supposed to take it serious, you know what I mean? It just comes off really dumb. Even the joke in the end, that joke was terrible. Oh my god. What did he say? He was like,
you want some fries?
Let's take it a go. Let's take it a go.
Whoever wrote this, did they really think, yeah, that's hilarious. People will love that. Are you serious? Did you really think that was funny? Because I laughed because it was terrible. I didn't laugh because it was funny. I don't know, Verse. Maybe you guys might have a different reaction than I have, or maybe the trailer is just bad. But regardless, this was terrible. And this felt so woke. You know how if you guys have watched any of the CW shows for DC, a lot of the complaints, especially with Supergirl, was the fact that that show was getting super woke. It was getting so super social justice warrior type of feeling. She-Hulk feels the exact same freaking way. This could be Marvel's very first woke TV show that has to do with female representation, and I hate that. Why is it that whenever time they do a female superhero movie, or in this case a TV show, it always kind of comes off really weird? Like they don't just seem to want to tell like a genuine good story. They have to do all this extra in a way. I don't know, like this is terrible. That's the best I can put this. This is bad. I'm kind of curious to see what my friends are gonna say, because honestly, out of me and my whole crew, I'm like the only DC fan. The rest of my friends are straight up Marvel fans, and every time I talk to them about it, they always defend Marvel. They're always like, well, I like it. I'm like, they like everything. Every time it comes up to these Marvel movies, and even the shows, not that they're starting to get bad, like they just like it. Like everything's just good to them. I never hear them criticize anything. I'm just like, is it really that good? Are you sure? Because I mean, say what you want about DC, but at least we can admit it when we've done a bad job, okay? That's why we're trying to correct our mistakes. Here, it's like people are a little bit in denial to admit that this is getting bad now. This is personally what I think of Marvel. I feel like they need to stop for a few years, because obviously people are still gonna love seeing superhero movies, and they should. I'm not saying to stop, but I feel like what they need to do is that they need to stop for a few years. Let the superhero franchise just breathe for a little bit, you know what I mean? And then after a few years, bring it back, because people are gonna get that feeling of wanting to see more superhero movies after a while. And then not even that, when you come back, change it up. Instead of starting with what we have so far, start with the mutants. Bring in the X-Men or something. No matter what, whether it's Marvel, I fucking love X-Men. X-Men is one of the best things about Marvel. I can admit that hands down. I would love to see something like that. We haven't had an X-Men movie in quite some time, ever since Disney bought Fox. And now I'm craving X-Men, right? But I want to watch X-Men after all this stuff kind of like dies down. I honestly heard that the next thing that they're trying to do is Secret Wars. Deadass, that's what I heard. I heard it was either Secret Wars or there's a small chance they're trying to do Galactus. Good luck with that. okay? Because from the rate that this is going, it's getting a little too much, you know? People are just like, I can't keep up with all this. This is getting really exhausting. But then again, that just could be me. You know, you might think differently, and if you do, okay. You know, I know people really love these things. I don't know why. But you guys like these things. I don't know what's so hard to admit that this is starting to become shit. But hey, if you guys like them, alright, I guess so. But I'm just speaking my mind and saying I am not excited for this. I obviously am not going to see this. I don't have Disney Plus. I know one of the biggest downfalls for Phase 4 that people are saying that if you want to catch up with certain things in the movies, you have to watch the shows. And I know plenty of people are saying that they don't have Disney Plus. They're like, I don't want to watch all these shows just to watch the movies. That's kind of dumb. Phase 4 sucks. People have made analysis videos for why it is bad. Check them out if you don't believe me. You know, if you think I'm just talking out of my ass, like literally, go ahead and check them out. I want to add one more thing. I do not like Hulk right now. I do not like this Professor Hulk. He comes off as super weak to me. I do not like this version of Hulk, especially since they're playing it off for comedy. Stop that. I hated that they did that in Endgame, where they just skipped the explanation of why Hulk was, you know, was able to work it out with Bruce Banner. They just skipped it, you know. They just said, you know, let's just bring in Professor Hulk, and then they gave that shitty ass explanation in Endgame. I hated that explanation. I know a lot of people hated that too. They skipped a lot of stuff that they should have explained, and this version of Hulk, he's just kind of dumb. You know, yeah, he's a professor and he's smart or whatever, but like, I don't like this version. I miss Hulk from Avengers 1 and 2, you know what I'm saying? I even miss Hulk from the first movie he came out after Iron Man. That was even better than this version of Hulk, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, again, that could just be me. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about this. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited for this? Or are you guys not? Let me know. I'd be happy to hear you out, guys. So with that said, if you guys like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification for more content. As always, first, look forward to the next video coming up, and I hope you all have a great day today. Thank you very much, first, for taking the time to watch this video, and have an awesome day. Laters.